Puttin on the record.
Buongiorno amici, ciao a tutti. Sono BC and welcome back to another episode on the Diamond Society. Man, if you could look behind me, look at that, man, the clock tower. Whew, not much has changed on the outside, but man, so much has changed on the inside. And you see it's still missing its face, but we're going to talk about that in just a second. But look at what I'm standing on. If you didn't tune into the live stream last weekend, look at this. Oh, a little bit of a familiar sight, is it? Oh yeah, absolutely a familiar sight. This is the tower to HE double hockey sticks, and it is now in Red Star City. But it's a little bit different. It is red. Instead of being blue, or light blue like diamonds, it is red like redstone. So this kind of is an indication on where we're headed in this episode, because we are all about the Nether, because our next project is indeed the Nether Hub. We're still working on this, and we're going to talk about this in just a second. But first off, we need to do something really quick. So we need to take a little bit of a measurement here. Let's see. Yeah, this is right on the center. All right, so we got negative 723 and 23247. So in the process of laying out the Nether Hub, we kind of have to have a bearing on like how big is it here from in the overworld. So we're going to fly over real quick to the slums. Oh, and you can see lots of snow, man. And there's a new build coming here. Ooh, pretty sweet. All right, let's see if I can get up on this wall like the pro I am. Nope, fail. No worries. No worries. Nope. Okay. All right. And we got 23550. A little bit further. Let's get in the middle. 23554. Let's write that down before we get attacked. 23554. All right. And the difference in that is that's how big the city is from the Nether Tower to the outer wall, and that's the longest distance. Because that tower is not directly in the center, it's going to kind of throw off our measurements a little bit for the hub. But we got to use that and use our 1/8 calculation to determine how big we're going to actually make the Nether Hub. And I've already got the design in mind. It's just a matter of getting it laid out. And we are going to get to that very quickly. But you can see, man, this area is all dressed out for the holidays. You saw all the snow downtown. I think there's a lot of snow going on around here. Oh, yeah. All kinds of snow. We are walking in a winter wonderland. We got little presents. We got little candy canes. And the tree is completely 100% decked out. And one of the things that I did, my little contribution to the tree, is this present right here. This one, I got to be careful. There's usually a lot of creepers here. Okay, but this present right here, and this, I'm sorry, I'm looking around because go for a swim. All right, so this, let me look around. Okay, this present right here is our Secret Santa name selector. So you know what I'm going to do? Just so we don't have an accident, I'm going to fill up my inventory. I'm going to go ahead and there's our piece of paper, and that is our name that we are going to be giving a gift to. So I picked up said piece of paper, and even right now, I don't know who it is, and you don't know who it is, and we'll check on that in just a little bit. But before we do that, we need to head back into the city, and let's see here. Quickest way I like to do it is get up high. Oh. Hey, okay. Let's do this. Can we? Oh. Man, I'll tell you what, if you guys have been kind of keeping your eyes on the internet, today is actually Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. And a snapshot preview came out. And oh my gosh, in 1.11.1, there are going to be the ability to use firework rockets to propel yourself while you're flying. That is awesome, man. I cannot wait. Oh, something changed, you say? Oh, yeah, man. Holy cow. Last time we saw this, it was completely empty. And now It is very far from that. And if you remember, I said in my episode, tune in the next day on Sunday to my live stream, and you would see me work on this, and that is exactly what happened. So if you didn't know, on Sundays I'm going to start live streaming, probably anywhere from 2 to 4 hours, no more than 4 hours, and that's when we're going to do some of the grindy stuff that I just want to kind of bring you along for the ride. And so we worked together during the live stream on this interior. And the first floor is just meant to be kind of decorative and beautiful, and we got these little bookcases with these little sliding ladders, and yeah, man, I think it worked out really nice, really fine. And then the upstairs is actually our server mail room. So here's like my banner, and below that is my guy, and then here's my mailbox, and if I have mail, we can just put it in like that, and yeah. So it shows that that we got some mail. But oh, and one kind of neat thing is whoever the current reigning champions of the UHC is, they're going to be the ones represented in diamond gear, and everybody else is going to be in iron gear. So that's just kind of a little extra thing that that our current UHC champs get to enjoy about this mailroom. And a little bit of inspiration from my travels around Europe is, a lot of times when you go to a cathedral or something of that nature, there'll be a lot of pillars outside, or the cathedral will be constructed with different pillars, and usually they're made of different types of marble or different materials that are collected from all the different like regions or areas around wherever that cathedral is built. So we kind of did the same thing, right? So we got some granite over there, some diorite, we got end stone, and we got some prismarine, and they're just kind of like different materials that have been gathered from around the realm in order to kind of create our cathedral. Because like I said, this was going to be a blend between like a cathedral and a clock tower. So lots of cool rafters going up, and man, I still got some more work to get up there, and the conference room will be on top. But that is not what we're going to focus on today. So one thing I want to do real quick before we move out of here is I've already pre-positioned a little bit of supplies, a bunch of little flowers and plants and pots and some materials for banners and a couple cobwebs. And I'm just going to do a little extra dressing of this area. And then, yeah, then we'll head off from there. So I'll be right back. All right, details are in place. A couple little trees and plants here and there. Got some of these purple banners hung up, some cobwebs scattered in the rafters. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good, man. We've got some, we've also got some plants kind of up here on the shelves here and in these shelves here by the door. And just kind of randomly put different plants here and there. With the texture pack that I'm using, it makes them look kind of very different. Like the ferns are kind of a grayish color, and like you can see here, the tulips are a bunch of 3, which is pretty cool. And I think we're right on the verge of just enough detail. I think we've pretty much put the inside to the max as far as the amount of details that we really should try to squeeze into this small space. And so in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and keep working up. We'll probably be doing the conference room on the live stream this Sunday, so make sure you tune in for that. And if that doesn't take too long, I also want to keep my word as far as potentially doing an MC edit tutorial. So if you're interested in that, definitely tune in this Sunday, and we'll do a quick little MC edit tutorial, because I know there's a lot of people that have questions about that program. So, but yeah. So we're going to go ahead and, if you remember, I took that measurement from this tower all the way out to the slums, and the total of that measurement was 307 blocks, okay? And if we calculate that by the Nether standard, that's approximately 38 blocks. And so that measurement is very important, because that is going to be the radius of our Nether Hub. 38 blocks is the radius, so yeah, like 76 blocks in diameter. It's going to be pretty huge. But before we can go in there and start work inside the Nether Hub, there are 2 things that I need to do real quick. 1, I need to grab some armor. And 2, we need to fight a wither. I got a pretty good set of armor stashed away right here. And we just need to put these mending books on it, because I want to make sure that this stuff lasts and that we can, keep it fresh and keep it regenerated. So let me just crank that out real quick. And we're actually going to give all of it more or less the same exact Name. Let's see. Bomb Squad helmet. Bomb Squad vest. Bomb Squad chaps. And the Bomb Squad boots. Alright, so we have got our complete Bomb Squad uniform. Let's go fight that wither. Alright, so it's not like I'm trying to be cheaty or lazy or whatever the case is, but, you know, I just got some other things to do. Some other ground to cover, so to speak, and I just want to get this kind of over and done with. So we are going to sit here and use this. I've heard it dubbed the Wither Tamer. I don't know what that means, but I guess because it's a pretty chillax way to do it. But, yeah, we'll pull out the guillotine, and we'll just get rid of this guy real quick. All right, that was simple enough. Huh, and it sounds like Hodag kind of heard what was going on. He must, it must kind of be like the dragon, where it sends off some sort of signal that that they know. It'd be interesting to be the other person in the room, so to speak. All right, we got our star. Let's go ahead and make a beacon out of this, get it set up in the Nether Hub, and yeah, we'll drive on from there. I think I've pretty much got everything set that I need here in the Nether. I've already taken the liberty of drilling a hole up to the ceiling here, ouch, and laying down our beacon pyramid there. So let's grab the beacon that we just created from fighting that wither. Throw it down, great, we got a beam, that's good. Let me take a payment. Oh, nice. And we're not going to do haste. You may think we're going to do haste because, you know, we want to mine out this nether area, but no. Actually, no. We're going to put on some resistance and some regeneration. And we're going to go ahead and get that beacon working. Make sure that we get those effects on us. All right. Now, we're going to take... The plan is to take advantage of Lurgan's mob farm. Take it. We want to take advantage of Lurgan's mob farm that he built in the overworld. But there's one slight problem with that, is that lag is real. Is that, where did my box go? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Dude. That's not good. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. Oh. So the only problem right now with Lurgan's mob farm is, one, all the ground around the mob farm is not totally lit up. And two, all the caves underneath Lurgan's mob farm are not totally lit up. So right now, and the fact that the mob farm is down on the ground level, it's not really doing what we need it to do right now. So we are going to go ahead and put all of this Bomb Squad equipment on, which has all got blast protection, and we've got the resistance going. We've got some regen going, and yeah, we're gonna do one of the BC specialty deconstruction jobs of using beds. So we've got 3 double chests full of beds. I've got this resistance, I've got this armor, and I've got some fire resistance potion. And yeah, we're going to take this nether out slowly but surely by using the destructive power of sleep. They say sleep is the way to revitalize and rejuvenate yourself, but not here, not in Minecraft, not in the nether, man. It is the surefire way to death and destruction. And for those of you that don't know, sleeping in a bed in the nether is a very, very big no-no. You definitely don't want to sleep in a bed in the nether or in the end, because doing so has some severe consequences. And hopefully we're up high enough. I've already kind of prefabbed out the radius that we need. Let's go ahead and test this out with bed number 1. We're going to throw our bed down. Oh, gosh. We should be good. Got this armor. It is pretty ridiculous armor. Got the resistance going. Here we go. Oh, snap. Oh, yeah. And we almost got to bedrock. All right, that's a good sign. I might need to go ahead and raise this tunnel up just a smidge. But, yeah. That is what we're going to do. We are just going to sleep the nether away. So, I got Ajax positioned in a great place to watch us do this. Let's go to his point of view and have some fun. I might have made more of a mess than any of this effort was really worth. Man, very effective. The bed's very, very effective, but this fire, man, holy cow. It's just like between the fire and the lava. I could deal with the lava, right? You just plug the lava as it comes, but the fire, man, oh man, what a mess. We've got a lot cleared out though. That's a good thing. Definitely moving in the right direction as far as getting this accomplished. But in the grand scheme of things, I feel like I just did no work. I mean, up here, I only cleaned out the very tip top of one quadrant of everything that we need to clear out. And I got so bored of being up here, then that's when I started going down to the hub, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a mess. So we're going to have to figure out probably a different solution. I'm not sure if I want to mine or if I want to do TNT. Either one, I think we're going to have to set up some stuff. So let me see here real quick. So there's two options, right? One is we use TNT, and to do TNT, we're going to have to figure out some way reliably to just get lots and lots of gunpowder. The second option is to hook up an XP grinder. And I'll tell you what, the only XP grinder that's really going to be worth the time is an Enderman grinder. So that may be what we have to do. You know, it's kind of like one of those things where you can't accomplish one project until you finish another. So, yeah. Let's see here. Let's go see what's in the end, and maybe that's our best course of action. I mean, granted, I talked about Lurgan's thing, not really being ready to go for prime time yet, but I have been collecting tons of gunpowder at the ghast farm. That might be an option to do that, but let's go into the end here. Now, I've already started working on this kind of corridor thing, and I think the design is pretty cool. I think it works out pretty cool. So my thought is, what if I start working this corridor off this direction into the void, and just keep going steps downward out into the void, And then perhaps that's our next project, really. The Nether Hub, maybe I could slowly work on it, but the fact that tools are just going to keep getting ground away, we're going to need something else. So, Michi, I'm not exactly sure what direction I'm going to go, but the overarching project definitely is the Nether Hub. And it is like our main focus. In the meantime, we are going to keep working some little things. I talked during my live stream about how I want to work 4 concurrent projects at once instead of just one gigantic project. So I want to start a build in each one of the 4 districts. I want to start one in, the slums, in the uptown, in the docklands, and in the factorium. Oh man, did you see that lag spike? So, oh geez, a lot of people are complaining about just lagged in general downtown, and I'm trying to kind of narrow it down to see what it is. I'm not exactly sure at this point yet. I feel like it's the clock tower. I feel like perhaps there is just so much detail in this clock tower, specifically with all the fence gates, that maybe it's just causing some issues. Once I get this area loaded, everything's fine. I have no problems at all. But the initial loading is just it could be taxing. So we're just trying to figure out how to make things good for everybody. But yeah, anyway, tune into the live stream because that's kind of where we're going to do like the finishing touches on things. And I think this week we are going to focus on completing the clock tower, specifically the conference room up top, and call this good to go. And as for these episodes, yeah, the end goal is to get the Nether Hub squared away. But like I said, we need to take some different steps to accomplish that in the meantime. So, Amici, I think that's going to be it for today. Kind of a wacky, fun, dorky episode, but nonetheless, I think we're good for now, man. I think I got some work ahead of me for sure, and we'll get there. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Ciao a tutti and aloha. Bye bye.